Hey everyone. For my first video on Venice, I figured it would be perfect to bring you guys down their famous canals. So starting off, you can see we are in a gondola, a symbol of Venice, Italy. While many think this is where gondolas originated, the actual origin remains a mystery, as Italy, Turkey, Greece, and Malta all claim the gondola originated in their land. What we do know is that they were first mentioned in the 11th century, the year 1094 to be exact. At this time, the Doge of Venice, otherwise known as the ruler of Venice, mentioned the word gondolum in a letter to his people. To prevent a revolt, he gifted the people of Venice gondola-like boats, as this would make commuting around and within the town significantly easier. Despite first being mentioned in the 11th century, the gondola didn't really become popular until the 17th and 18th centuries. At this time, it is estimated that 8 to 10,000 gondolas were floating down the Venice Canals. For reference, Venice today only has an estimated 400 in operation. One of the reasons for this decrease is the requirement to attend a special school and pass a difficult final exam to simply operate one. This profession is a noble and ancient profession, one that was once considered an impenetrable community. See, starting in the 16th century, you were simply born into this profession. The title of gondolier was handed down through generations of men in a family. Back then, they were more than tour guides. They were considered the keepers of the city's secrets and scandals. So much so that there was an unofficial understanding between gondoliers and passengers that what happens in the gondola stays in the gondola. This was mainly because they were used quickly for secret meetings and romantic trysts. Today, with our more modern options, locals prefer to use boats, while the gondolas are mainly for tourism. As a result, both gondolas and gondoliers are strictly controlled by a guild. The schooling requires one to study the physics of rowing, test their physical strength, be well versed in multiple languages, and study the history of Venice. After all of this training, students must clear a highly competitive test, complete an internship, and then clear a final practical exam. Only after passing all of these stages can one receive a gondolier's license. While these rides are famously imagined as calm, relaxing, and even romantic, we found it kind of hard to relax. Our gondolier did not speak to us or tell us the history of Venice like everything portrays, but instead communicated in Italian to another man sitting directly in front of him throughout the entire ride. This man would occasionally yell, and as you may have noticed throughout this video, we have spent a significant amount of time of the ride extremely slanted and bumping into buildings and other parked gondolas. There was genuinely a couple times that I thought we were about to capsize. Due to these factors, I truly believe we received a student who was trying to complete said internship. Another factor you may have noticed in this video is how dirty the water appears, almost looking green in color. Outside of that, we also don't have anyone singing to us in the gondola. While these are often popular ways Venice and gondolas are portrayed in media, these beliefs were mainly untrue. Out of all the gondolas we saw, only once did we see one containing a singer. And while I'm spoiled by the crystal clear water of Lake Superior, many comments were made by others in the group throughout the entire day about just how dirty the water was. Our local tour guide even pointed this fact out. I would come to find out that the Venice everyone knows is actually built on man-made islands. As a result, Venice doesn't have sewage pipes, as this upgrade would require raising the entire city by half a meter. Instead, even the houses that are now equipped with septic tanks have most of the wastewater getting put into the canals. The tides then flush it out to sea, exchanging it with clean seawater twice a day. Outside of this, the canals are contaminated with waste from chemical plants as well as boat pollution. This sewage is all so strong on occasion that visitors will often smell it as they walk down the streets or ride down the canals. With all that being said, I will now stop talking so you can, ironically, enjoy a relaxing ride down the Grand Canal while listening to some Italian music. This is because they were quickly used for secret meetings and romantic trysts. Okay, for the love of God, please tell me I said that correctly. Trysts! Oh my God! Take 5,962. This is mainly because the gondoliers, gondolas, not gondoliers. Are you kidding me? I was doing good that time too. Trysts. No, trysts. Why is that so hard for me? Tryst. Tryst, 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 tryst. Trish is going on a tryst. Trish? Tryst. This is mainly because they were quickly used for secret meetings and romantic trysts. Yes! Frickin' yes! Finally got it! Thank God! Our local tour guide even ported. Ported? What is ported?